Right, in mediumship, you need to build your energy up. This is very important. If there's one thing I can stress, that it took me many years to actually achieve this, but there is a secret to mediumship. When you're working with angels, you need to be on their vibration. You need to be able to hear them, and by doing that, one time they taught me to create a nature box so that they could talk to me. This got me thinking, because whenever I went to do a stand-up or platform work, I found the energies were wonderful, and it made it so much clearer, and the messages were so much clearer, and even in the room at the back where people tended to meditate and get ready, was so much clearer than even beyond the platform. So then it got me thinking, well, okay then, why is that energy better than the platform? Well, on the platform, people are worried, stressed, emotionally based, worrying about doing the readings. Whereas in the back, where they're meditating, relaxing, and becoming one with themselves, all of a sudden, the energy is purer. So this got me really thinking about it. So then I started to learn about nature's energy and how it balances the body. I also learnt through meditation how we quieten the mind, which gave us those moments to be part of the source or part of the energy that's part of everything. Then when I started to understand that even you can have your own energy source. So for example, I found sitting next to waterfalls made me feel alive, made me feel connected, made me feel my energy. And when I was doing such things like pictures and images, which I've never always got clear, I could see things, but there would just be the outline of them or one thing or another. But when I put my energy source through my body, all of a sudden the pictures became clearer. Because I know that the want and need would stop the flow of the picture. So I was never really bothered about not seeing them clear. But when I got my energy source into my body, of the waterfall, so you can find out what your energy source is. Simple fact is, do the sun, the moon, in the woods, go and sit in a place and feel the energy of it, and that will you'll be drawn to a certain, even a fire, raging fire. Sometimes some people are drawn to. So find your energy source, find what you are, whether you're earthbound, whether you're feeling like a tree and putting roots into the ground. Feel the energy source. And once you do that, you build your energy up. It's easier to communicate. Because spirit world, often, when they go over, they learn how to build their energy up. Now, why mediums struggle is because a lot of them have become quite paranoid and quite ego and quite... they allow spirits really with negative energies to give them messages. And this is the problem. So when you want to do really well and you're a bit full of yourself, you're actually stopping the connection. When you're trying too hard, you're stopping the connection. And so learning to be just a vessel or a middle person, on being humble to the fact that actually you're just passing on messages. You're like the postman. You're just pushing the letters through the door. Once you start to realise that, then you're humble to the fact that you're working with spirit, and then you also find out that it's a two-way experience. So messages that come for other people are also for yourself. So you're becoming the teacher and the pupil. When you start to realise that, that's when you evolve. That's when you start to learn about the way mediumship really works. You start to find out. You start to look into. You start to channel in how to do it. And then a whole new world of teaching comes about. And all of a sudden, it's so different. What we see around us is suddenly just full of messages. And suddenly the world is not separate. But building your energy source is very important. Meditate. Imagine the energy from wherever comes through your body. Create a place. Imagine a place where you feel so connected. And then it makes it easy. And then just imagine the people, or ask for the people to come into your place. Even put your table there if you're doing readings and stuff. And then eventually, when you've built this energy up in your place, it becomes easy that you don't even need a place to go to. You just sit there and the place appears wherever you are. I know that if I go to my place and the waters are not calm, it means I've still got a lot of emotions, I've still got a lot of fears and worries about doing a reading. And so until you get into that place of peace, then you will not be able to project peace. So that's the key. So meditating before you do any sort of work is brilliant. But build your energy source up. That's what spirit do. Spirits have to find out how to use their energy to be able to communicate with us. There's even members of the family who bring other people through. Why? Because they've got better energy. They've learnt about the energy. So do create your energy. So if you are not cutting ties after a readings, if you're not releasing your emotional lessons, if you are not working on your vessel, you are not going to be clear and you are not going to be able to share in the mediumship. It'll make it harder. So I hope you enjoyed my little secrets for mediumship.